Hi everyone, my name is Medea Flores and I'm here today with your daily dose. Today I'm going to be briefly talking about visual journaling. So visual journaling, like traditional journaling, allows you to explore a wide range of prompts, whether it be a specific prompt around reflecting on what you're grateful for, or just more generally using that time and that process to check in with yourself and see how you're doing emotionally and mentally. So one thing that I personally enjoy about visual journaling is that I'm not restricting myself to thinking of what words convey what I'm feeling. I can rather just use colors, use lines to express myself. And then once I finish engaging in that visual portion, I can look back at it and reflect on what was I feeling? What was noticing any patterns? So like if I'm using a lot of dark colors, what does that say about my mood or my state? If I'm using thick lines versus light lines, just going back and analyzing and then putting words to what I had already expressed on paper. So if you're interested in engaging in visual journaling, I'll recommend starting by setting up a space for you where you can have the mediums that you have available to you, whether it be a specific type like coloring pencils or a wide range like pastel colors, watercolors, acrylic, etc. And just setting up the space for you and starting by giving yourself 3 to 5 minutes to ground yourself, perhaps do a brief meditation practice, and then just allow yourself to look at the mediums in front of you and go with what feels natural. And you can either do this by giving yourself a specific time restriction if you are having a busy day, or just allowing yourself as much time as you need. Regardless of what you choose, once you're done with the visual piece, the second piece will be reflecting on what you created. So this is now you're bringing the writing. So you look at what you put in paper or just created and reflect on what is that telling you about your state that day.
Sometimes I just like to start by putting something down on paper, just to make the piece of paper less intimidating. And then I ask myself, what colors are calling for my attention today? And just go with what feels right.
And at the end, what I created today looked something like this. Nothing fancy, just me going with felt right. So after I did that, then in the other piece of my sketchbook, then I went and wrote about that. So yeah, and that's what visual journaling can look like.
And behind the scenes, what it's like to do anything with cats.